I've survived for almost 700 days in my hardcore world, and up until this point, I've never used any totems. But today we're gonna change that since we'll be building a raid farm. But we're not just gonna build one raid farm, since I wanna build the easiest to hardest raid farms, starting with a simple raid farm to an automatic one, and lastly, we'll build an extremely OP stacking raid farm. Okay, now here's the plan. All 3 raid farms are gonna be built close to each other next to my pillager outpost, since that way we can get bad omen very easily and then just go over to the raid farms. But before we can do any building, we have to clear out an absolutely massive area and then flood all of it with water to spawn proof it. So first I'll place down my beacon, put haste 2 on it, and then we can get to work clearing all this out. As I'm clearing all this out, let me show you the plan for this build. The first raid farm will go right here, and I'm clearing out a 75 block radius from it. Right on the edge of this circle will be the second raid farm, and that one will also need a 75 block radius around it. Then lastly, at the intersection of the 2 circles on this side will be the third raid farm, and this one will also need a 75 block radius around it. And that's the reasoning behind this weird 3-circle shape. Okay, after 2 full days of working on this, here is the spawn-proofed area for all 3 farms complete. This looks so cool, but it also took me so long to do. But now that I have the base for all 3 of these farms complete, that means we can start building. And I'm going to start with the easiest farm first. Oh wait, let's head back over here first, since the first step for building this farm is going to be to bring some villagers over here. And the best way to do that is going to be through the nether. So let's write down my coordinates, grab some obsidian, some rails, and some minecarts. And then I'm going to write down my coordinates over here as well. And then I'll head up to the nether roof and we're going to try to link up these portals. All right, let's build my first portal. Wait, it's all kinds of messed up. What am I doing? That's fine. It doesn't have to be pretty. And then my second portal will go over here. Now we can light this one and then this one. And then we'll head back to the overworld to build those linked portals. The village one's going to go right here. And then we'll also build this portal. All right, let's see if it works. And it does. Nice. Now I'll head back to my village. Let's see. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Look at this. This is insane. No wonder my world's been lagging so much. This villager breeder is completely maxed out. Look at this. That is so cursed. I think I might have to kill some of these guys. Oh wait, no, I killed all of them. Oh, what was I thinking? Okay, well, I guess we'll have to wait for a few more villagers to come through here. Okay, I forgot to record for quite a long time, but you guys didn't really miss much. I basically just struggled immensely to get this villager moved over here. But I'm gonna leave him there for the time being, since first we have to get the materials to build this farm. But this farm is pretty straightforward to build. I only need some smooth stone, as well as some random signs, fence gates, and fences, and a bell. So first I'll grab up some stone, as well as some coal, and then we'll smelt it, and then I'll grab some wood, and craft up some fences, fence gates, and some signs. Oh, and we'll also need some composters and a bed. And then the last ingredient is a bell. But there we go. That's everything that I'll need to build this farm. So let's go build it. This first farm is going to go right in the center of this circle over here. And it looks like the center is right here. So first I'll start building the spawning platform. And this is what the base of the farm will look like. Over here on the edges is the spawning area. And then there's 2 water sources on the side right here. And it'll funnel all the raiders into this center spot right here. But before we build the drop chute and the killing chamber, right here in the center is where the villager has to go. Right here is going to be his composter, and then right here will be his bed. But now that I have this done, it's time to move in this villager. Hello, friend. How can I do this easily? Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna place down my boat right here, and then I'm gonna break his minecart. Let's see if I can get him into this boat. Oh no, dude, come back. He keeps running away from the boat. Why? There we go. All right, and now we'll just bring him over. All right, now that I'm here, I'm gonna build a little staircase going up to this, and then hopefully the villager should be lured to his job site block. Okay, looks like he sees it, and there we go. Nice. All right, this farm is basically almost done now. Let's just cover up this villager now. I can then release the water, and now right here we have to build a little contraption to get rid of the ravagers, and that's gonna be made mainly out of signs with 2 slabs on top like this, and the signs are gonna be in a pattern just like this. All right, let's add my lava right here, and then we'll mine down 27 blocks to build the drop chute and the killing chamber. All right, now that I'm down here, we can build ourselves a little room, place down some chests right here with some hoppers on top, and then 2 dirt that we turn into path blocks. And then right here we can place our bell. And there we go. That's basically the raid farm complete. So let's quickly fly back up here now. Ooh, I'm on fire. And then over here, I'm gonna build a little access tunnel so we can get down to the killing chamber. And that's gonna be something like this. So now we just have to dig down that same 27 blocks, and here we are. So now right down here, I'm gonna place my soul sand, and then tons of signs along the wall like this. So that way, if there's any vexes attacking us, we can make a quick escape. All right, now to make it a little bit safer to get down here without taking fall damage, I'm gonna place down a chest, and then we can waterlog it. And now if I come all the way back up here, and then I jump down, I'll land right on this chest and I won't take any fall damage. But there we go. That's the first raid farm complete. Should we test it out? I don't know. I'm kind of scared, guys. This style of raid farm is just so terrifying because you're underground in a trapped area and it's really hard to escape if you're being attacked by vexes. So we have to be extremely careful to not accidentally spawn some. But look at that. We already have our first raid captain. Let's get some bad omen. Ooh, I don't know about this, guys. I'm so scared. But as soon as we get close, there we go. A raid is starting. Okay, I'm going to hang out right here and go into F5 mode and I'm going to see if this farm works. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's working. Nice. Okay, we have no scary mobs first, but let's go down here to see if it's working. Okay, here we go. And they should all be one hit. There we go. That was the first wave. Okay, that was super easy. Let's see if the second wave spawns now. Okay, there we go. There's the second wave. It looks like it's working pretty good so far. Oh, we have our first Ravager. This will be a good test. Okay, the Ravager's getting burned. Nice. And then he dies. Look at that. This is working pretty good, guys. But I think these next few waves is when the Evokers are going to start to spawn. And that's what we're really going to have to be careful about, because Vexes can do so much damage. Okay, no Evokers so far, but we do have tons of Witches. That's going to be great for Redstone and Glowstone Dust. That's kind of like my main reason for making this raid farm, because I'm always running low on Redstone. All right, and now this should be the wave where the Evokers spawn. It is only a level 1 raid, so there shouldn't be too many of them, but I'm still really scared. Oh, I just saw one. Okay, we have at least one Evoker. He just fell down. Okay, let's see if I kill him. Okay, he didn't spawn any Vexes. And look at that. We have our first totem. I should definitely keep this safe and mark it as our first totem. Let's put it in here. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to build a giant totem statue that's going to finish off this entire build. And I think I'll also display my first totem there as well. So watch till the end so you can see that. But that's one more wave done. And I think there should only be 1 or 2 more waves. Let's see. Okay, here's the next wave. We got more totems. Very nice. And just as a challenge for this video, I'm not going to use any totems until all 3 raid farms are done being built, since that's going to make it a little bit more risky if we accidentally mess up the farms. But I think it'll be a good challenge. Okay, I think this is the last wave now. There's like 2 Evokers. Ooh, and look at that. We did it. We completed our first raid. That was actually extremely easy. And this farm works pretty good too. It's just kind of painfully slow. But if you're only looking to get a few totems in your world and maybe a few emeralds as well, then this farm is a pretty good option. But for me, this is not gonna cut it. I need a farm that's way better than this. And that leads us to the second farm of this video. It's not a stacking raid farm, but it is a fully automatic raid farm. And it's gonna be a huge upgrade from this tiny one that we just built. So let's head back to my storage system, empty out my inventory, and I'm also gonna keep my first totem safe in this chest for now, and we'll save it till the end of the video. And now we can start collecting up the blocks to build this second farm. I'm gonna need about 15 stacks of glass. Ooh, they're throwing me items because I have Hero the Village. I forgot they did that. How nice of them. If only they could throw me some glass. All right, after the glass, I need a bunch of deep slate tile slabs. And then after that, I need some signs, some trapdoors, an entire shulker box of boats, some redstone to craft some various redstone items, and everything else. All right, let's go build this thing. I'm gonna build the farm first, and then we'll move the villager in last, since I feel like that'll be a little bit easier than what we did with this one. And now this second raid farm is gonna go in the center of this circle right here. And it looks like that's right here. So let's grab out all my materials, and we're gonna start with building the villager pod first. It's gonna look something like this. All right, and now that we have that done, I'm gonna place some soul sand right here, and this is gonna be the bubble elevator that takes us all the way up to the top of the farm. All right, we're at the top. Oh, and it just started raining. It always rains in this world. But now that we're up here, we can build our platform for the killing chamber, and the killing chamber itself is gonna go right here, and then above that is gonna be the spawning platform. So first I'll start building up the killing chamber. Okay, and here we go. That's the killing chamber all complete. And now right up here is where the drop chute from the spawning platform is going to go. And that's what I'll be building next. Okay, and here it is all complete. Basically, the raiders will spawn right here, and then they'll activate this tripwire hook, which sends this redstone signal. And then after a certain amount of delay, it then activates this water right here, and that pushes all of them into this drop chute right here. Up here, we have some lava to kill the ravagers. And then after a certain amount of time, once they've all spawned, then the trapdoors close for good and the water goes away. And that makes sure that these blocks stay spawnable for the next raid. But now we only have 2 things left to do to mark this raid farm as complete. And I can't believe how fast we built this thing. But first up, I need to place some water right here, and then we can place kelp going all the way up like this, and then head all the way back down here again so we can break it. And there we go. Oh, and I realized I forgot to explain this second drop chute. Now, I'm not the one who designed this farm, but I know how it works. Basically, after I kill a whole raid up here, then I'll have bad omen, but I'm too far away from the villager down there to spawn another raid. So if I drop down this drop chute, then it puts me close enough to this villager for another raid to spawn. And then all I have to do is just walk over here, and then it sends me all the way back up here so I can kill the next raid. And that's how it works. But I said we had 2 things left to do, and so far we've only done 1. And the second thing's gonna be to grab all my boats and place them all around this killing chamber. And this is gonna help suppress any vexes. Since if vexes do spawn in here, then they'll just get trapped in the boats until they despawn. So that's what we're doing next. Let's see, let's go up here, and I'm gonna start placing down the boats like this. Okay, and here it is. All the boats are all placed down. Oh, and I guess I lied, because we still do have 1 thing left to do, and that's to move 1 villager in down here. So let's go do that. I really hope my villager breeder is still working. Okay, we have a few. Nice. Let's grab one of these. We'll bring them all the way over to this portal, send them through. All right, and now we can can bring him over towards the farm. Okay, look at that. And there we go. Nice. I feel like I'm getting a lot better with villagers, guys, but it is still such a struggle. But there we go. The farm is all complete now. I'm kind of scared to try it out. I really hope it works and doesn't just like spawn a billion vexes and kill me. But here goes nothing. Let's try it out. Let's head over to my pillager outpost. And there we go. We already have a raid captain. All right, we have Bad Omen. Let's have my chest plate ready just in case. And as soon as we get close to this villager, then there we go. A raid just started. All right, let's go up here now. Everything seems to be working. Let's see. They should all spawn on top of here. Okay, it's working. Let's see. The water should send them all off. Okay, look at that. Okay, here they come. Oh, I should start killing them. This raid farm is so much better than the first one because instead of having to wait for all the waves to spawn like in this one spawns all the waves at once. So it makes it way faster and way more efficient. Ooh, I forgot something. Wait, there's supposed to be some water right here. So they're all trapped up there. Okay, let's just fly away real quick so they all despawn because I don't want to deal with those guys right now. Okay, they just all despawned and I'm actually gonna have to head down here one more time. Oh no, it started another raid. This farm is too good. Let's see, can I fly up here before it spawns? Okay, never mind. They're all spawning. Okay, oh, hold on. Let's just wait for them to despawn again. I'll grab some water and then we'll fly up here and place some water right here. There we go. Okay, now it should be working good now. All right, let's try this one more time. This will be a good test because I have Bad Omen now, so I should be able to drop down here. And there we go. A raid starts. Nice. And then we'll head back up here. This is kind of complicated, I know. And let's see if it works now. Tons of mobs are spawning. Oh, look at that. That is so many. Okay, and they're actually getting drawn over by this water stream now. Nice. Okay, it's working. Oh, let's start killing them. This raid farm works so good. And it wasn't even that complicated to build either. And I haven't seen any vexes yet either. This is amazing. And look at that. That's loot from just 2 raids. We got 8 totems, a stack and a half of emeralds, a little bit of redstone, gunpowder, and sugar, and some other random garbage. But there we go. That's the second raid farm complete. I should probably sleep because this rain is annoying. So that leaves us with just one more farm, and it's gonna go right over here. And that farm is gonna be the extremely OP stacking raid farm. This farm is already pretty good, and this is what we got from just 2 raids. But this one is gonna be on a whole other level. It spawns multiple raids at once, which is why it's called a stacking raid farm. So there's always a constant stream of raiders, and you get tons and tons of items. It's actually ridiculous. But let's go collect out the blocks that we need to build this thing. Oh wait, I still have Bad Omen. I don't want to go near my village. How can I get rid of my Bad Omen? Oh, I might just have to drink some milk. Let's see if I can find a cow. I thought that was one. There we go. There's a cow. Let's go like this and then like this. Okay, no more Bad Omen. Nice. All right, now we can head back home safely and start collecting up all these blocks. And the first ingredient on the list is 11 stacks of glass, which I'll turn into white stained glass. All right, now up next is some chests, some hoppers, some redstone dust, some packed ice, which I'll turn into blue ice. Next up, we'll need some honey blocks. Oh my gosh, this farm is working so good. Oh, it's overflowing. Okay, I'll deal with that later. And now next up, we need to get a whole bunch of pretty random items. So I'll just be back once I have all of those collected. Okay, and after a bit more work, here are all the materials that we'll need to build this stacking raid farm. I cannot wait to build this thing. It's going to be insane. So let's go do that. All right, and now that we're here, this next raid farm is going to go in the center of this last circle. And then it also has to be centered inside of a chunk, and it's going to be this one right here. So let's grab out all my materials. And the first step is going to be to build a glass platform the size of this entire chunk. All right, and here that is. And then over here, we're going to build a bubble column to transport the villagers up to the farm. So I'll start building this up something like this. And we're only going to build it up this far for now because this is where the first villager is going to go. So now we just have to go get a villager. Let's grab one of these guys. Now we can send him through. And let's see. I might be able to lure him with a bed. Where did he go? Did he go back through the portal? I think he might have gone back through the portal. Let's go see. Oh, he did. What's wrong with you? Wait, can villagers sleep in the nether? Let's see. Oh my god, wait. Is he gonna blow up? Oh, wait. That's not fair. How come he can sleep but I can't? They should totally blow up if they try to use a bed in the nether. That would be so funny. All right, after some more struggles, this villager has made it through. And now let's see if I can move him in. How am I gonna get him up there? Oh, I have no idea, guys. This is gonna be painful. Let's see. Let's try to just encase him like this, I guess. And let's see if he'll want to go in. In you go. Oh, look at that. I think it's working. Now he's up here. And there we go. He's moved in. That was pretty easy. I hope it goes this smoothly for the other 4 villagers. Okay, that's villager number 2 all moved in. And now I'm just gonna repeat the same thing for the other 3 villagers. Okay, so I only have 1 villager left to go, but let me show you guys some tricks that I learned to make this a lot easier. So first off, I blocked off the entire backside of this portal, and then right here I place a boat, just that way when the villager comes through, he gets stuck in it, and that's been working pretty good so far. And then over here, I blocked off the entire portal except for this 1 block, and then I place a minecart right here. And the 2 times that I've done it, the villager has gone in first try every time. So I think this is a pretty good method. But let's test it out and let me show you guys. Let's grab 1 more villager. In he goes. So he tries to escape. and then he gets put right in the minecart. Look at that. It's so nice. And then we can push him all the way to the second portal, and then on this side, he's already in the boat. Look at that. This is amazing. But now we just have to send him up here like all the others, and there we go. He's already in it. Amazing. And there we go. That's all 5 villagers moved in. So now it's time to come down here and build the spawning platform and the killing chamber, and those are both going to be pretty complicated. So I'll grab out some items, and then we can get to building. All right, and after quite a bit more work, here it all is. This is the killing chamber, and then up here we have the spawning platform, and then I also went ahead and added some observers and sticky pistons underneath all the villagers, and basically through some complicated game mechanics, it switches their workstations and turns this into a stacking raid farm. But that's the main portion of this farm all done. We just have 2 things left to do, and the first one's going to require me to go home real quick, since I'm going to need to craft up some armor stands, and I think to craft those, you just need smooth stone slabs, right? And then some sticks. Let's see, here we go. And now we can head back to the farm, and we're going to add some armor stands in this dispenser as well as this dispenser. Now I should be able just to go like this. All right, it dispensed an armor stand, and now I can come up here and dispense another armor stand. Let's see, if I swipe this, will it work? Okay, it's working. Nice. All right, that's one of 2 things done, and the next one is to build the storage system, and it's going to be right here. It's going to be a pretty enormous storage system because this farm just produces so many items. But let's grab all my chests and all my hoppers as well as my packed ice, and we're going to start with a long line of packed ice going in this direction. All right, and then at the end here we can place a cactus, and that's just going to get rid of all the excess items. But now we can come back over here, and then we can start placing some hoppers down like this. All right, and now that we have that done, I'm going to place some honey blocks on top of all these hoppers, and this makes sure that the items stay aligned right on the edge of... Oh, I got an advancement. I haven't done that yet. Sticky situation. Interesting. I just got that by accident. But as I was saying, these honey blocks make sure the items stay aligned right on the edge of this ice, and then also on the edge of the hoppers so they can be collected by the auto sorters. But now that I have that part done, I can place down some water right here, and then also right here. And now we just have to build all the auto sorters down below. Okay, and here's the storage system complete. We have so much room for tons and tons of items. I think we're ready to try this farm out. All right, we have Bad Omen. And now as soon as we approach the farm, it should start. Okay, the raid is starting. And now we can enter the killing chamber, and then I should be able just to start swiping like this. Okay, here we go. Yep, it's starting. Okay, I think that's a pretty good test. Oh yeah, look at all the items. Let's go see what's going on up here. Yep. Oh my gosh! Look at this. Oh, there's Vexes. Wait, that was a bad idea. Look at this. There are so many raiders up there. Let's just fly away 128 blocks so they all despawn real quick. Okay, there we go. They're all gone. That is insane. That makes this farm look slow, and it makes this one look just terrible. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at all the items just up here. All right, let's go see how much stuff we have in these chests. I only used the farm for like a minute, and we got almost 5 stacks of emeralds. Oh wait, there's more over here. Oh my gosh. So let's go see the overflow chest now. Oh my gosh. Look at all these totems. That was just from 1 minute of using it. That is insane. Wow. But there we have it. That's all the raid farms complete. But we're still not done yet, since we still have to build that giant totem statue. And I also want to use all 3 raid farms for the same amount of time and compare their loot. That way we can have a really good comparison of all 3 farms. But first we're going to build that totem statue. And I think I'm going to build it right here. But let's head back home and gather up all the materials that we'll need. I'm going to need tons of yellow concrete, yellow terracotta, yellow wool, and a whole bunch of other colored blocks. And these are all the rest of the items. So let's go build this thing. Oh, you know what? I should probably also bring a totem with me for reference. And then I also have a reference photo open over here so I can see what I'm doing. Because if I didn't have a photo to look at, then this would probably turn out terrible. But here we are. And I think right here would be the perfect spot to build this. So let's grab out all the items and then we'll start building. I'm starting with the bottom portion of the totem, and I'm going to put a photo up on screen so it's a little bit bigger. But if you can see down here, it's quite a bit darker. And for that, I'm going to use brown concrete. And then for the darker yellows, I'm going to use yellow terracotta. And then for the other shades of yellow, I'm going to use yellow concrete, yellow wool, and yellow concrete powder. And then for the eyes, since they're very green, that's what I'm going to use the lime wool and the lime concrete for. And then there's also some pretty bright spots in the eyes as well, and that's what I'm going to use the snow blocks for. So let's just build this thing and see how it turns out. Okay, it's all done. I'm scared to see how it looks. I haven't even looked at it yet. Let's fly over here. Oh, I'm kind of scared. What if it's terrible? And here we go. Let's see. Wait, it's actually really good. That turned out so much better than I was expecting. Oh, that looks so cool. I mean, it's not the exact same colors as a totem. Let me just pull one out real quick. Yeah, if you could see, the edges are not as dark as this, but I still think it looks really good. Wow, I can't believe I actually pulled this off. But there we go. Now that I have this giant totem, I think I'm gonna call this area the Totem District. Over there is my industrial district, and this will be the Totem District. Oh wait, but I'm not done with this just yet. If you remember earlier, I said I would display my first totem on this thing. So let's go back home and get that one. I've kept it in a safe place. Let's drop off this one so we don't get get them confused. My first totem should be over here. Here it is. I think I also want to rename it. So let's grab an anvil, and I'm going to rename it first totem. Oh, and it's yellow too. Nice. That's cool. All right, now we can head into this part of the storage system, grab 1 piece of leather and 8 sticks. That way we can craft up an item frame. Oh, I should make this a glow item frame. Let's see. Let's grab some glow ink sacks. And I think it's just like this to craft it, right? There we go. Nice. All right, and then I'm also going to come over here and grab a sign. And there we go. We should be good to display my first totem. Also, let's see how it looks when we approach it. Yeah, look at that. It's backwards from this angle, but it still looks pretty good. Okay, right here is the center. And I think I'm going to put my first totem right here. There we go. Look at that. And then a sign right here saying first totem from the totem district. Oh, we should also put an arrow. Let's go like this. Okay, nice. The totem statue is all done. But now there's one last thing that I want to do, and that's going to be to use all 3 farms for 10 minutes. And then at the end, we'll compare the loot that we get from all of them. I started with the easiest farm first and managed to get 2 raids done in 10 minutes. At the medium farm, I was able to complete 11 raids, a little over 1 per minute. Then at the hardest farm, I don't even know how many raids I started, but it was insane. Here's all the items that we got from the easiest farm, about 2 stacks of emeralds, and then a small amount of all the rest of the items. And we also got a pretty decent amount of totems as well. And then from the medium farm, here are all the totems that we got, almost 2 entire shulker boxes. And then here are all the other items, an honestly really good amount of emeralds, a decent amount of redstone and everything else. And for some reason, I got a potion of swiftness. I didn't even know you could get those. But now here are all the items from the hardest farm, starting with 1, 2, 3, and almost 4 entire shulker boxes of emeralds. We also got a ton of redstone, a pretty good amount of gunpowder, and then here are all the rest of the items, as well as all of these ones. But now let me show you how many totems we got. It's actually insane. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and almost 12 double chests of totems. And that was just 10 minutes. That means we get about a double chest of totems per minute from this farm. That is ridiculous. I think just the 10 minutes we spent at this farm is all the totems I will ever need ever. There's no way I will go through this many totems ever. But there we have it. I built the easiest to hardest raid farms, and we turned it into the totem district. But that's gonna be all for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Oh my gosh. Bye-bye.